Hello. Good day. Today I'm gonna work on a subscription service using Noodle. It's gonna be built using Stripe as a payment method. I don't have anything prepared material-wise, so I was thinking to just go through it here on stream and follow along. If there's any questions, just ask. There's also the Discord if you have more questions later. So I did get this design by our designer here, one of them, Deon. So I was thinking to build something like this. There's a few issues here, not related to the design, but technical difficulties. For example, this. We cannot get the payment stuff. Not right now. So, looks good. So let's just start with a design. So the first idea is to have a home page, which we have, this one. On this home page, we will have some information about the product, and then we'll go with a subscription model. So you have 3 different plans. These are priced differently based on how long. And when you pick that, you will then go to register an account. So you create a new account with some information that we require for us to send the box to you, which this will be. We'll send a noodle box. So you fill in the information and then we send you to Stripe. So we'll just fill in a user flow here. So we have the home page, and here you select the product that you would like to have or purchase. We do one more, and this one then will go to register page, and here you'll put in your information like name and so on, with address. That will be done inside Stripe. So here we'll just add some first name, last name, email, password, birthday. I guess we don't really need that, but it could be nice if we want to send out emails and so on later. And we require the sizes. So and then the next step will be we send you to Stripe. Should we use a different color? And then Stripe checkout. I think we can open a new link here. So Stripe checkout, just to show how it works. So here, Stripe checkout. And we'll be doing recurring payments. So it'll look similar to this. If I can zoom in, if it's big enough. So the user selects what subscription they want, and then we go to the next page. And this is on Stripe. So this will be the Stripe page where you see the product. I don't know if we can, usually it doesn't load like this. Maybe it is because we picked that one. Yeah, so you can press in more here and you will see more stuff. So the user will come to this page, they will fill in the payment stuff and then subscribe, and then they will get payment. And then, here we got a different page. But it'll look just like this. And then afterwards, when they fill in and everything, they will be redirected to my page. So I will put in a page design. So we can pick the same color. It would be nice. So in this case, we have 2 ways, or 2 callbacks we will receive. So we either receive successful payment, I guess they call it, and then there's one cancelled. So just think they just call it cancel. I'm not sure. So the user will be redirected from our homepage to register, and then from register to Stripe checkout, and then from Stripe checkout to either success or to cancel. And then there, so here we can't say if it's fully paid. So the idea before, or the initial idea, was to use Zapier as well. So the idea was that Zapier, there's the Zapier Stripe. It's going to do Zapier and then Noodle. So here we can do like, so this is the Zapier stuff. If you don't know Zapier, it's like a backend server you can use. So they will get a webhook, or a trigger they call it. So when a payment is done, it can create a new record inside Noodle. The reason why we would like to do it like this is because then we will actually know that the payment is done, because anyone can just redirect to this page. So we can't be certain that it actually was paid. So what would be best is to connect Stripe checkout. So that will send the trigger inside Zapier, and then we can do our Zapier create new record in Noodle. And now, when we have the success page, we can ask, like, is this page available? I guess we can use this one, or then we can ask, is this created? Which could be created from Zapier immediately. And now we can make sure that it is actually paid. It's not that the user cancelled and just maybe redirected straight to this page. And for this live stream, we won't be using Zapier because there's some technical stuff that has to be filled in. For example, all the business stuff. Or in this case, we just wanted to showcase it and try it out and not make a full example. But it could happen that we do more of this later. So yeah, that's the idea. What also would be nice is to have like a page where the user can log in and see some information about their account, maybe change these preferences that we have over here, where you have the size and the feed size, so the sizes. What view / edit account, and that would also redirect from the homepage, I suppose. So this would be kind of the user flow, except of this. We will not skip this for now. Can I? Yeah. So I'll just close this down, and I suppose we should just get started. In this case, I will use the Hello World template, and I will call it, what will I call it? I have it written somewhere. I don't know if I updated also the Twitch stuff, so I should probably take a look at that really quickly. Just give me a second. Okay, everything seemed to be fine. That's good. So I'll just go back here and let's, I did just copy that. So I will just use that subscription service for the name of the project. So let's create it. So this is the first time we get into Noodle. In this case, I'll use the preview window more instead of this canvas we have up here. So I'll just close it by pressing here. I hope the screen is not too small, so everyone can follow along. So I would like to have the design. that is Figma. So there is a Figma plugin. I've not used it before, and I'm not gonna use it now, but it's a nice thing. It would be nice to try it sometime. We'll just start from the top. I will just make it quite quickly and maybe skip all of these details. We can make them more later. But we have 2 hours, so that's should be enough time. We'll just zoom in. It's a lot of design stuff now in the beginning. I'm not sure if I should go with the full height. I suppose we could just start with that. We create a new group, and then we can put in the height. Maybe in this case I actually want to do a little bit different. Let's just see where we end up and just try it. So I go with a very rough test here, just to get somewhere. I don't know the fastest way to copy a color, but I always do like this in Figma. It's probably totally wrong. Maybe we should actually change the color styles. I will do that later, maybe. Not now. We're just gonna get started and get it working. So we have 2 texts. Why can't I change the text out there? Should maybe also add the notification stuff up here. We can add the image. Is that I guess it might be SVG, and or is it an image? We can just export it, I suppose, and we put it in downloads. Yes. Then we can upload downloads. And then in this case, I don't really know the design when you scroll down. Inspect on the right. Yeah, it's just that it's a color style. I've never seen this before, or I've seen it, but I've never used it, so I don't know how that works. We'll create a new group to have as a navigation, because maybe we want the navigation to follow along when we scroll down in the future. We'll use the same color. I don't know what font this is. Should I maybe just export it, or is it the same font here? There's different fonts. I'll just do that I export it for now, and then we can fix it up later. In the top right. Ah, you mean the inspect. Ah, yes, exactly there. I forgot about that one. So then I didn't import that. Let's close that one. There we go. Add one more image. And this is the noodle box, and then the logo. And we make it horizontal. Then we can also change, I think we'll just actually make this more of a container. I don't know how wide that would be, or maybe they should just be pinned on the side. Can we see the design here? Yeah, we can put it as a max width. And we might change it later. It's just that they will keep nicely. Okay, that's not very nice. So maybe we should actually just we have to put a group around it. So I'll just do like this. Take away the color here. Add it here. And now it keeps going. And then here we press center. And then we take out that preview that just disappeared. And it should always be in the center. No. This one. And I guess we do the same for this one under us. But in this case we want it to be vertical. And the width, there's only width. No, because of this one. So should we just go straight down to the next part instead of fixing this up just to get somewhere quickly? We can actually rename it too, so let's do that. Navigation. I don't know what called this area. Maybe I'll just skip it for now. And then I guess this is more like the subscriptions. Just call it subs. And also what we have to do here is enable scroll. So you can actually scroll on it. Right now there's nothing to scroll because we don't have anything down. But if we do like that, you'll see that there's a scroll bar. So we'll add more. We'll probably make 2 groups here. So 2 texts. You can just copy these for now. And here we just pick this. I'm really not that used to Figma. We can also center the text. Same with this one. It's a bit annoying that we had to scroll. Maybe I should put like size on it. I should just go with the margin stuff. So I'm sorry, Dan, but I will not follow the design exactly to the point. I'll just do something quickly. That's fine for now. Just have something. We should probably go into making a component now for these 3. So we will do that. In this case I will just call it a visual component. There's no real difference between picking different ones. It's just what starting components will be there. So just plan item. It doesn't matter what you name it, you can pick whatever you want. Just add one more group in here. Now it could be actually nice to have this, just so we have something to show and see, because here we only have pages in here. So I'm guessing we will have one group up here. We might actually do that is can we do something like call it month, and then we put it absolute, and then we move it up later. I'll do that in just a sec. bottom stuff. I suppose this will be this thing, so we can. And I will go in here. I will use this here. Perfect. I wonder if we want to add the padding here or not. Or if we should work the other way around, that this is actually that part, which actually might be a better solution. That I'm thinking that this one will be this up here, and then this one could be this, yeah, this that I selected here. And we just do a minus margin on this instead. So we can do minus, how tall is this? There. So maybe half of it, or somewhere, so 25 maybe, minus 25. That's pixels. And the height. We could actually just fix the height as well, just now. It was 53. Let's just put the width 80% for now. And we can center it. Could be I centered the content. That's fine. Center that as well, right? Is it this one? Yeah. Center the text. And I added the background here, but we'll move it down here instead. And then we pick this color here. And put it here. It's a bit annoying because now we can't see this stuff up here, because it's outside of the element. And we also have to fix the C, right? C index. Or am I doing it wrong? Yeah, it should be on the bottom, right? Yes. Probably need to fix that width later, even more. But something like this, I suppose. We can start adding the pricing stuff. Center it. We might actually want to do two things here. I was thinking two texts, but we can actually do it the same in this case because, yeah. With the payment, we won't use a CMS. So here we'll just, we know what products we want to check out. We know exactly what we want to do. So we'll just add it straight to the page, and that will be sent in the following pages as information. So let's continue where we were. You can add some padding here. 25, just add to match this one up here. So we'll add the pricing. Let's just add something for now. This will be changed later. And then I'm not sure if we should do a list here. There's nothing like that inside Noodle, but we can use an icon. There is repeaters and so on. But we can just add fixed text for now. There's no reason to make it more complicated. I think there's an icon we can use. Is there like a dot? No. And I think that's there was something. So let's use that one. Just add that one. That at the end. Then make it horizontal. And we change the color of the icon. it should only be on the width, not the height. We might actually want to make it smaller, like way smaller. Maybe like that. There's a lot of copy pasting. It would be nice to try the Figma plugin. We can actually create one more component here because we will use it for what, 9 places. So I'll just call it plan item, yeah, description. Just copy this over, delete it, and that should now be the main. There we have it. But we will use it straight over here instead. So we go here, and there it is. Is this horizontal? Yes. Because it's this one. I want to add it on this one. And delete that one. And then we add 3 of them. Starting to look like something. What we actually want to do here now too is that I can't change the text, so we want to add component inputs. And then we can add, yeah, we can just call it text. Now we have it here. We can drag that straight into here and text. We might want to change this to just like placeholder. It should never be empty, but it's more maybe for this preview stuff. I should copy that text. I'll just go with the standard Noodle button. We can design it a bit later. Maybe we should start with the font sizes. We also have this text styles. I'm not gonna use them now. I don't think so. But they're very nice that you can change them, and you can change the fonts here. Now I don't have the fonts that is used in this design, so I will skip that for now. It could be nice to have them later, but I forgot to ask for them. Just add a little bit here. Go back here. At like how much? 20? Something like that. We can go over to our main app. We should probably move this a different page. I'll wait a little bit with that, because we're just gonna work on this page anyways right now. There we see 1, 2, and 3. And then we will also change them to be horizontal. It would be nice to also make this design responsive later, which we have a design for here as well. We will see about that later. I should probably add a fixed width on this. So we have the width here. Just go in. We'll just add max width. Change the pixels. Then we will scale it. Look good. Then we can split them out, right? Should probably add how to add them together. I added this one. I think I just screwed up stuff, or no, it's here. Looks good, at least for a beginning. We will just add some margin at the bottom, or I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, this one I'm thinking of. Just something for now. And then we will just add a quick footer. I've actually wanted to have that gap for a long time. I think there were some support issues from so you can add gap on here. You can do it now in CSS, where you can do gap and then like 10 pixels. I don't know if it will work. Yeah, see, it works perfectly. You can also see it in here. But I think there's some problem that it's not supported on all platforms. That's the reason why we haven't added it. Yeah, it's in here, so you see that it's added here in between them. But it's something we would love to add. Should just add 2 texts. We'll do the similar pattern as here. Change the color here. Oh. Could probably just pick it from here on this side, because we have it here. I can't seem to copy the titles, probably because this pop-up that I'm missing fonts. And how many images? 4 images. I really like this cup. So good. And some stickers, a t-shirt, and shopping bags. That's what's included in the boxes. We'll just download all of them. How can I download this? I think the gap in CSS, there's a problem with especially iOS, iPhones and so on. They usually don't have support, which is a big problem. I don't know if it's if people don't really care, or just create a new folder in the project which can be the project folder. It doesn't really matter doing this. It's just I like to do it. It's nicer. Just drag in those images, and we can use them here. And the stickers, and then the t-shirts. then the shopping bag. And then we make it horizontal. I wonder if they're all about the same size. So I hope the aspect ratio will be fine. So just paste that in. Could have done that for every single one. I'll just copy the exact same. Or maybe I should make a component out of this. Yeah, let's just continue doing this. It's not that much work. And then let's add also some padding at the bottom. Should probably do it in this one. Then we center it. Always forget which one that is. So we have a very rough page. I wonder if I want to fix that, this part up here. But I think we should just continue to actually see Stripe in action, which is the main part here. I would like to fix that text up here though. This one. I would like to change it to be white. I think it is that in the design, yes. It's not responsive right now, which is a bit annoying. And there's no really good way to do it in Noodle right now, but we are working on a better way to do it. It's just very advanced. I will just leave it for now. I think this page is okay, it's working, but I haven't created any pages. I just done everything on the main application page, or application component. So we just go in and create a new page. We call it home page. We might as well just create all new pages. We'll just add them to a folder for now. So we have the home page, we have the register user page, or register account page, yeah, same thing. And then we have the payment success, and we have payment cancel. We'll just add those to a new folder, maybe call it payment, just to have it more organized. And then we just go to our application, we'd copy everything we did and just paste in here. I have to add one by one. Oops, did I add that in the wrong place? We don't need the page inputs. We'll go over here, we'll delete all of this again and then add a page router. I don't know if we have the navigation stuff on all pages. I guess we do. So we could just add that in here as well and not on the page itself. So just copy this or cut it. And then we go in here and then we paste in here. So now that will be available on all pages. And we probably won't fix it up, but not right now. We want to get to Stripe. So homepage, and then we also do the register page. In this case, we could maybe actually fix the page URLs. So in this case, we just want this to be the main page. It will be added here, so we can add all this, and here will be like make this start page, and then we just register the rest of the pages. That's it. All the pages are in here, and this is the main page. Yeah, we can just leave it to be called home. Then the register, probably just call this subscribe, maybe. Subscribe. And the title as well. Here we want to know what kind of product they want to subscribe to. So you'll probably use that in the path parameter, which will be the URL on this. So we can show it really quickly. So in this case, we have the subscribe. So it'll be like subscribe, and then the product name. So we'll just assign it to whatever product names we want. So I will just add it here. Just product. Just call it product. We can here, if we want to be very specific, we can do like this, and it'll match to this input. But we can also have without it. It'll be fine. We can just add a text just to test it really quickly. Product text. And then we go over to our home page, and we go down. Here I need to add on these components, these here, I need to add an output. I can close this now, since we have two. So outputs, component outputs, and then I went to the wrong one, didn't I? No, I didn't. So when that is clicked, we want this to be called. So we call on click. We could actually navigate inside of this, which actually might be an easier solution. Just to add a navigate. So when this button is pressed here, we will navigate. And we want to navigate to user, register user. And we need to know what product. So we'll add a component input. We'll just call it product. Disconnect those. And now on the home page, we can find all our products here, and we can name them whatever you want. So let's do A, B, and C for now. And now when I press it here, so the URL doesn't match, but when I press it here now, I will go to the subscribe/A, and we will see an A down here. We should probably fix that navigation stuff. It seems like I did something bad there. Let's do with. I'm not sure what is the design here. The navigation should be white, right? Do we have a fixed height on it? It's always the same. I guess we can just get the height we have here. So about 60. Should we do something like that? Just fixed height 60. So it'll be the same on every page. What I also don't want, I don't want to have this hash here in the navigation, just because I don't like it, mostly. There is benefits of having it and not having it, but we'll just go in here and change it to path. And now, if I just go to the main page, I should be able to just click here, and now we don't have them. I probably also want to change this so we navigate to the main page. So there's an easy way for me to navigate around. So whenever I press this, it'll actually navigate to the home page. Perfect. What are the benefits of using the hash? That's a good question. I don't have it now, but I could come back to you. If you would like that, of course. We would like to also change these, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do that in a good way. We always have 3, and there are the same, it's just the price is different. The save price. So we can just do a quick solution here that we have the text there, so we could just change the text here because we only care about this one. To just add a new like, how much do you save? Just call it save, and then we do our format. Take this, and I'm not actually sure because I can't really remember here how this works. We'll just press here, and yes, you put them in these. You just save, then we plug that in, and now we plug it in here. And now it all got removed there, so we just go here again. And how much was it on this one? We should probably update the prices here too. Should do that at the same time. So it was, and the month as well. So we will do that price. We can also do a group here, which is kind of nice. There are some small hidden features here. So just do price, the group is called price, and we can drag them around. So you can drag them into here, and then we can also create one that's called other, and then we can drag product down there. That means that they will also be grouped here. So we have the price, we'll just add it straight in, and we should add month as well. I'll add that to price as well. And this price group, yeah, we'll just add it straight in, but we can copy this text, and then we go to the home page, and here that's the default one. And how much do we save on that one? 15. So that's 15, 22, 15, 22, and that was 6 months. Oops. And this one was 12 months. And how much did you save? 37. I hope I'm not tabbing too fast between pages. Now the text is the same everywhere, so that's good. They get navigated to that page. I wonder if we should try to maybe skip a little bit here, especially since we don't have Stripe for now. So we don't really know if the user actually paid, but we will have some more information, like the sizes, which we have in the design here. Because in this case we want the user to pick a box, and then they pick or create an account, and the sizes, because we need them to send out the box if there's a t-shirt and so on. So we need that information. But for you that weren't here in the beginning, we will skip this part for now because Zapier is a bit annoying. So this is the user flow. So we're going from the home page, and then so this is the user flow. So home page, you select the product or the box you want, the plan, and then we register the user, get some more information about it and so on, and then we send them to the Stripe checkout, and then in a happy flow, they will pay and everything, and then they will be sent to our success page. And then we can't be certain that they paid here, but we hope they did, so we can show some nice text. But anyone can just go to this page whenever they want. So here we can actually import the Stripe module. It is available. There, Stripe checkout. Not sure where the image is not there, but we will just use that. And then we have this. So this will just redirect straight to Stripe. We could actually fix these pages now. I'm thinking what... We're doing a very rough design here now. So we get to this page, and then we'll do some quick design on this register page. Button. We'll just go from the bottom up on this page. Create an account. I don't know if it should say create an account, because you're going to payment page. But we'll go for that for now. We can add some text as well in the top. Create an account, and this, save your profile so you will get personalized products. Wrong place. I always put it in there. That's the first thing I see. Just so we have something for now, we will take away this text. I'm not sure why that one is down there. It's probably because of this, yes. And then here we will on click, it will redirect to Stripe. There's some issue there, but just pressing this will refresh the nodes. So this button here. We need to have this product. In this case it will be the product code, but we will just leave it for that, like that for now. But we'll only have it over here. We actually need to change it a little. I have the documentation here for the Stripe stuff, so we can actually start on some Stripe stuff, because there are some settings we have to fix. So we have to go to Stripe. I have it open here. It's a completely new Stripe account, and I haven't touched any settings in here. So we need to, everything can be followed here on this page, the documentation. I don't think you can search for it right now, but it is available if you go to library modules. You can go there straight now. So modules, and then the last one, Stripe checkout. And we need to go to the Stripe page, and then we need to go to the settings. I think did it disappear? No, I'm looking at the wrong link, this link. So here, settings, and then checkout and payment links, and then we need to scroll down to enable client only integration, because we're not using a backend now. So click that. Your products will be public stuff. That's fine. I don't think we need to do more down here now. But we need to get that link, that key, which we'll find under developers, API keys, this one. This is not, everyone can see this, it's fine. It'll be available in the our page, so everyone can find it. So there's no secret here, this is the real secret. or if you give this to someone. No. James just showed if I want lunch, and I will pick up some lunch later. But this key down here, it's very secret, so if someone gets it, they can add products, they can create payments, they can cancel and all of that, so we don't want that to be public. We only want this one. So we copy that one, go over here. We could do so that we open here and we create a variable. So we'll set variable and then call it string, and then or the type is string. And then on mount we will call this, so on mount set variable, and we probably just want to call it publishable key, or stripe publishable key. That. So now we have it in one place, and it will always be set in the beginning, so we can just reuse it. We don't have to change it on all the pages if we use it on many pages later on, and it's always easy to find it. We get the variable, we plug it in there, and yes, we need to fix these payment pages. So we'll just get the URL. I guess it can just be payment/success. Just copy that, and then we also put it in here. Same. Just so they match up here. And these are relative view paths. If I remember correctly, they should be. And we need to also create this array here of the products. So we'll just copy this. We create a function node. So we'll just modify it a little bit. It's called items. And this is the product that we will be using later. Not this ID specifically, but similar. So we can actually just put inputs I want, and then products. Call product code here. So the product to product code, and the product code, or the items to items. So hopefully, I'll just put here. So hopefully when you go here now, it'll be like there, and something went wrong there, and then create. No key provided. Did I not put in that key? I didn't put here. Okay. There's no such product, I suppose, is the error here. So we can go in and create some products in Stripe. So products, add products. I think this will just be called, I don't think it matters that much what we call it, but we can just call it straight subscription. Or Noodle box maybe is better. Noodle box. It could be nice to add this later. I don't know if we have a picture of it. I didn't think about that. A picture, because that picture will be shown on this page here. So it could be nice to have a nice picture here. We can add it later. Let's just try here with standard pricing. Now it's in SEK. We will just change it to USD. 43 monthly. We'll just go for this for now. We can add more later, all the other plans. I think we have to pick here though, so we pick 3 months. And then save. And now we have our product here, and we need to get this ID. This ID that we need to add in Noodle on the homepage. And then we find this. and here's the product. So we go here, and then we should have that product. It would be nice to show it for now. Ah, but there, we see it's loading, and now we are on Stripe. Subscribe to Noodlebox. So we actually have to calculate the full price. I don't know, did we have the full price here? I guess this is the full price, yeah. Okay, good. So everything looks good here. And if we press the back button, we are now redirected to this. That's perfect. We probably just want to change the, so it's not with these those paths there. So it looks good. So now I can go and I can pick this one, I can create an account, and I'll be redirected to Stripe. And now I can pay. So what more do we need to do? Should we create that account stuff, or should we go more? Maybe we should just finish up these pages first. So just add this stuff. It would be really nice to fix this background stuff. So maybe we should look at that first actually. So how I would do it is I would go up here. We always know that it's at the top, and I think it was 60 in height if I'm remember. Yes, see it's fixed 60 here, so it's a fixed height. Let's get some drink. But I'm thinking that we do padding on that one. We can actually fix this too, right? Just, it's a bit annoying that it's offset. I noticed that that one is also different here. Maybe we should just create a component of the navigation and have two versions of it, because they're different. The images here, they're actually fonts. So we'll actually do that. Visual component, navigation, or should we just call it the main navigation? Or yeah, can always be fixed later. Just copy all of this for now. Paste in here. Delete that one. We see it here. I guess this is the white logo. And on this one, we will remove the background color. We will download these here. Did we have a logo? I think that was white, right? Yeah. And I need to move them over. We can just drop them straight in Noodle. So just take these two here and just drop them straight in. And logo black. Could also fix the height on this one. And just set the height on it. And we will do the same with this one. Height. Oh, I don't like that they're offset a bit. But I think this canvas will be changed quite a lot in future updates. I'm not sure if we want to do some padding here or something, or margin, but we can look at that later maybe, or should I just add some now? Could just add a little, just to have something. And the same on this one. Now we have two different designs. So we'll take it away from here. Don't need this. We have the navigate on both of them, so that's perfect. And we will add it here instead. Navigation. In this case, we wanted the white one, like so. And then on this one, we want the dark one. And here, we want the dark ones. So you will go here, and then you get this. Looks way better. Where should we continue now? I guess we could continue a little bit here, but I think it would be nice to finish up these pages a bit. The payment stuff. So these pages that you get to. So we have some information instead of just a white screen. So this was cancelled. So I don't know if we do have that X, do we? In the icon. Is there an X here? There we have one, but it probably doesn't look the same, so it might be easier to just export this. Yeah, let's just do that. Just export this as an X. Having a group in a group gives me more control. Take the X. It's quite big. We set a fixed width on it. I guess it just is big. And we want that to be in the center. Am I picking the right one now, or just max width on this one? I'm picking the wrong one, right? Yes, that one. I skip the icon. And add some padding. Here we'll add two text nodes. Fix the size as well. Now I can see the size here, right? Yes. In Figma. That looks good. It's something at least. Should probably want, yeah, I thought so. Like, we want to have a button that you can go back. But that button will probably go back to the main page for now. I guess we can just add it here afterwards. We can just add a big margin to it. Do we want that to be in the center? Yes. Is it this one? Yes. Done. What was the text on it? Try again. And that one should redirect to the home page. Ideally, you might want to actually here redirect to the register page, or since we already have a user, you can just go back to like view user, which we had here in this flow. So this one could actually like redirect from here to this one. And here we can say like, hey, there's no payment, there's no subscription, do you want to pay for it? And then the user can, yeah, I want to do that, and we send back there. Should probably keep Figma open with that design. So now it will be sent back there. So I guess now is the create account part that we should look at, or maybe we should create the rest of the products, because I didn't do that in Stripe. So open Stripe again, here, and we can go to products. Now I was on that page, but we can go here and we see the product and we can open it. We can press up here, edit products, and we can add another pricing. And what was the pricing for the next one? $82. So $82 recurring, and this was every 6 months. Then we add the next one, which is 153. Can I change it like this? Yes. And that was yearly. And we save. And now I have the 3 products here, where this is the default. I'm not sure why, or why it matters if that is the default, but we'll just use this straight. And then we'll go here, and we added it here, right? Yes. So that was that one, and then this one here. So now all of these work. Can just refresh just to be safe. So press this $82, create account, and we are in this. That's kind of cool. We just cancel it for now. We can also fix up this other payment page. So this is the payment success, where you can actually just redirect to it. And there we have it now. And that page should look something like this. I guess this is very similar to the one we have on the cancel, so we can just copy this, just to be a bit quick. And see, we almost have a full page already. Just a few design changes. Yeah, just call it check mark. There was some more text, right? Yes, this text. I don't know if we want to have a button here to go like home or something. there I have my email. So there's a problem. In this case, we can't do that because we don't have a backend. I guess we can redirect. Yeah, we can actually, so we will do that later. I can do a format. So I'm thinking here that we have this redirect link that we send in to Stripe on the register page here. Here we send in this success. So in this we can actually send more information if we would like to. So we can send in like the user ID, and then the user should be sent to that page, and we know more about the user when they get to the page. So we will just add that. And we can prepare with this, and then we can do email. And we connect it up. And in here we will have like the user ID, which I guess will be a query, I think. Or we can just do a path for now. And then we will get record. Is it just record it's called? I've never really used this ID stuff before. The database stuff. But we'll get the user stuff there later. I guess we can just put in my email here for now. Just have some nice text. And then we'll just delete the, we'll delete that button for now. And should we add some space between those two? I guess we just do it on this one. Wrong one. This one. It's lagging quite a bit. I think that that's most likely my computer and nothing else, or Chrome. Just so we'll now work on the register user stuff. So on that page we have all of this information. We can copy the text from the other page, right? They're very similar in size and so on. What do we have here? So we have so it's exactly the same. I already fixed that. And I even copied the image. The only difference was the size. I don't think that was that big. So this is there, and how big is this? 20. So I probably want to center that too. Did I do that here? I think so, right? Yes, I did. I wonder if that's, no, it's a good size. 600 something. 628. So let's go with that. Just copy that node, space in here. We'll delete all the children. Paste in here. Move all of this in here, and then create a group on top of it. And then we can center this. How do I do on the other one? I centered this one, right? No, this one. So just follow the same pattern. Like that. We can export this from Figma. The box. And we would like that to be on top of the avatar. I mean, above the text here, the account text. Or was it next to it? In between. We can do like this. I didn't move it in. There we go. That was bigger than I expected it to be. That's fine. I guess it's because it's turned sideways. I'll just take and try setting this size. And we can change this to be what, -50 or something. Does it follow the design a little bit? A little. Probably more though. Maybe too much there. Something like this. And add some padding down here. Maybe we should do that. So call this like the top part, and then I don't know if we should actually do that on the next one. So we add here, and we do margin, what, 20, 30? Probably a bit more later. Then we start adding the inputs, not the page inputs, text inputs. So next to each other. It's easy to do. But the text inputs are next to each other. Remove the labels. Then we change it to be horizontal. And then this width should be 50%. Same with this one, 50%. Now we have them next to each other. We could create a variant here, so we should probably do that. Just call it default. And here we want to change the border. I need to first press edit variant, and now we can change it. So we change the border. I think I just want the border radius to be 0, which we can see here now that it changed. And how, why does it look here? It looks like 1 pixel. Again here again, and then edit variant. Scroll down 1 pixel. We should probably update this color there as well. Do we have it here? Yes, perfect. Change that too. And we can change this one to use that variant. There we go. And since there is a bit of you see it here, there's a little bit of a double border. We can also do, I guess, 1 minus margin in this case, and voila, it's gone. And this was first name. So that is placeholder here. First name and last name, which should be there. So now we have 2 input fields. It's a little bit annoying that you won't see this now, but I guess we can live with that for now. That you don't see the hover border there. I guess we could delete it. Nah, I'm not sure. Or change the opacity so they're overlapping. But they're not super important right now. I call this like inputs. That's actually, I'm thinking wrong here. This is the name, and then this one is the inputs. And then the next one is email and password. So you can just do a text input and the text. There we go. Change the variant. And this one should also be width, not height. Also height. The C index of the hovered. Yes, that makes sense. So someone in chat wrote that I can also change the C index of the hovered input, which is a very good solution actually. So we can go in here and change, I don't know, can I change it like this? And then hover, and then we change C to 1 and close. Does that work in both cases? Yeah, that's perfect. That looks nice. I'm not sure, should we add a group around this or just add a margin at the top? Just continue adding a margin. It's probably not exactly to the design, but we'll just keep going. It can always be fixed up later. What's more important is to get to the end goal. So I did change the variant size. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I can go in and change it back. So it's always 100%, and then I go in on these ones and I set it to 50 and 50. So now we have that. We email, and then we add one more, which will be password. I think there's this type here, so we can change it to be input type password. And then one more. Confirm password. That just with input, text input type password, you will get this that when you write there's dots. Now one password is like suggesting me a password because I have it installed here. So it's just adding in if I want that password. And then this drop down stuff. I'm not sure if we have this built in. A full drop down of birthday stuff. Because it's a bit, it's hard because you have every month has different days. So it can be 30 days or 31 or so on. So I guess they have to kind of align. I think there is a module or something that we're working on where you have something like that, but I'm not sure. I don't think we have it here. No. So maybe we'll skip that for now and just go down to sizes. So we can copy this one. And we want to put it in the bottom. How do I do with the... Yes, so I should add some margin up here. Like that. And then these are drop downs. So it didn't really matter that I copied that one. So we probably delete those again. And add two drop downs. And then the width should be 50%. And same with this one. But in this case we probably want some spacing in between. So there, one way to do it, I guess, is to add a group in between. And we can set the width of this to be at the spacing we want. This should be the size of the top. Where do we have there's a label here, right? There. Actually, I don't want this label because I think there are some issues with it. So I'll probably just create a group. At least in this version, I think so. That there's some issues with it. So I'll just create a group and then width 50. Then we change this back to 100. Don't know what happened there. That seemed to be another bug that I found. And then we will fix this to I don't know why there's a space here. And yes, the text here. Then we copy this one, then delete this one, and then we can copy this text. And then we need to fill in the drop boxes. So the documentation is always the best to follow, because they need a special format, and we can see that in these images. They're kind of small, I can barely see it, but there is label and value. So we will just create 2 static arrays in this case, because we will not change it, and if we do change the sizes, it's so easy to just deploy our website. So we'll just JSON, create an array, and this label. I don't know what sizes we have there. Do we have? Yes. So it's the standard sizes. And value. We'll just do the same here. Keep going. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's S. We can copy this and add it as a text here, so we know what it is just by looking at it. And I guess this is somewhat similar, the size of feet. So we can also change this so we know without looking into the data. So label, I guess we want exactly the same, which is a bit annoying, but you only do it once. I'll just paste in everything at once here. So 40 till 42, 42 till 44, 44 till 46. Shoe sizes. That looks good. We can't have leading commas. That's in JSON. I don't know if I made the same mistake here. Yes, I did. So we just delete that. And now we should be able to just drag these into here like this. And now we should be able to use these drop downs. Yes, perfect. And we probably want to also have maybe a default, or should we just make them required? Can we do that? Doesn't seem like it. Just looking quickly. Maybe we can look at that later if we get time for it. And we'll fix this to be only the width, and then we'll have that button down here. We can add a group around this button as well. And then we add some margin at the top and try to center it. Not like that, like that. So now we have all this information here. We could change these two so they look similar to the other ones. Just call it default, edit variant, go down, change the border there. And I can't remember exactly what color it was for the border, but we can copy it from here. And then drop down, edit variant again. And border color was it, yeah. Looks better, and also the width was 1. That matches more to what we have on the other ones. So we can change that here too. Now we get more of a full, standard design. It would be nice to look into why those are offset. It's quite interesting why. Yeah, so it seems like there's a margin on the drop down. Yes, there is. You can edit the layout, I mean the variant, and then just remove that. Maybe actually want a little bit, just so there's some space. And done. And this is very dark. I don't know what we have here. So that is very bright. I just noticed that the border there changes. That would be nice to also fix. So edit variant, hover, and then we scroll down. Border radius 0. Now that doesn't change. It would be nice to change this text up here. So what color is that here? Like the placeholders. Or should we just guess the color? That's probably easier. Somewhere like that, or we can actually find them here. That's a miss by me. Like that. Like that. So a somewhat good looking page in a relatively quick time. This is not very good looking, but not sure what happened here. And now we have this, and here we want to create an account later. So it should be like create account, create user, right? No, it's under these. Where's that under? Navigate, creating user, sign up. Is it called, right? Sign up there. So when that is clicked, we do this. What actions do we have on this one? I would love to know a little more. So we have all of this. So in this case, we could use like a states node just to show like, hey, this is loading, something is happening. There's the same with this one, where you have on error, on start loading, and done loading. Because the way that the Stripe module is working is that it's loading the JavaScript in the background. There's some reason for it, some payment reason. There's some rules around how it has to work. I think when it comes into HIPAA compliance, it has to be done in a very special way. So it's loading the JavaScript and then running that, and then you get redirected to Stripe. So we will just take, what do we have here? We have username and all that. Username. Should that just be like the first name and last name? Or should it be more specific? Or should I just add one more input? That's probably a better idea. Or we can just make the username the same as the email. That's so text to username, and this is the email, and then email also to email. Then we'll just take any of these. Now we don't have a way to verify that these are exactly correct, but we can add that here later. And with these we have to open cloud services. So I haven't done anything here, so create a new cloud service. I'll just call this livestream, or should I call it like I don't know if you can change the name later. I think we're gonna have it so you can do that later, but we'll just create it like this. There, created. We will use it. We can open the dashboard, the parse dashboard, and we have records here. I've never really worked in here, but I think there's a way to add columns, but we can skip that for now. But when you add new columns, they will be added here on this node, so I can easily just connect this value to this new attribute, because it will be automatically added, because it's the user and what we saw here in the dashboard. I think I just closed it down. Yeah, this one. We will see everything that's on here. But on sign up, we can create a states node. And we just have default and loading. And I'm not sure what we want here. We probably just want like opacity. So first I'll just create, because I was thinking to just do a full overlay. So we just add it here and then absolute. It's a bit annoying that it's also covering the top part, but we can just add as a margin, and we know that it's 16 height, the navigation, so just add that, and we can change it to be dark, and then we change the set index so it's always overlaying, and then we can just mount it on at loaded. It's mounted at loading, and I want to rename it overlay. Then when the button is pressed, we will go to loading, and we will also call this, and this one will then later call this one on success, and on failure we will go back to default. We'll take away this connection. And when this is done, we can also, you're probably, because you're gonna redirect to Stripe, so we don't really need to do anything, but we can do like undone. We can go back to the to default state. So now I also have to fix, why doesn't that work? Yes, so now it's loading in the background, and something went wrong. Probably because I didn't fill in any information. I don't know if I can get, yeah, I do get a message here why it went wrong. So we can maybe add it here. Yeah, it even complained there, bad username. And I guess we can just do like this as well, right? We can do I don't know if there you can do a boolean, but you can take this expression and we just put in if it doesn't exist, because I just want to know if the error exists. So does it exist? Then if it does, then we mount this, otherwise we don't. So when I go here without having an error, it's not visible, but when I do get an error, it's visible. So I can also change this a little bit around, just some padding back to 16, and we'll just change it to red really quickly, something like that, and maybe we can just center it, and we can also add some opacity on this. I think I misspelled that. And we change that, so on default it's 0, and here it might be like 0.2, and we can change that there on our overlay. So now when I press, it'll be like smooth. Now it's quite quickly. That's probably because the stripe stuff. No, it should be this one. I'm not sure why it was so fast all of a sudden, but it's complaining that I'm doing something wrong. But if I fill it in, It doesn't really matter what I do here, I guess. I don't want to save it. And then we can use or add. I think there's this validation. So we validate this one. I've not used it before, but we can validate the input that the user is putting in. So we make sure that it's correct and everyone is happy. Yes. And then I continue, and now I get to Stripe. And we can also show here with Stripe. We don't have a lot of time left in the stream. But here is this Stripe guide, and we can do also Stripe checkout. I think there's I think I had it maybe in the documentation actually. There is example payment cards. Maybe we could just search there. Might be easier just to search here. Yeah, test cards. Perfect. For a successful payment. What's happening here? Ah, I just copied it. But I think there's some more information I need, if I'm not mistaken. So can we just put it in? Okay, so I can just put in whatever I want. So any day, any future date, and then any does it have to be a valid expire date? Month. Yeah, any future like that, and test, and then subscribe. And now the user will be doing their payment stuff and so on. And there's something actually went wrong. We are on this page, so it seems like there might be some issues on my end. I'm not sure why it redirected to this page. Seems like there's something wrong with the page. Did I add it correctly? Ah, because I need to send that user ID. So that is what is wrong. So in that case, I would here format, and we take this success. Oops, I don't know what I did there. Put it in here, and user ID. And I think we have it from here, right? No, we don't. So I'm not sure where we get the user ID, but just to showcase it quickly. So the user ID would be something like that, and then it goes in here, and then that will go into the success URL. And now it should be fine. Not on this page, but when I do it from the start, I go here, I pick the 12-month plan, put in my information. Oops, that was wrong key. Noodle.net, and then password. Doesn't really matter. Sizes doesn't really matter right now. Create account. That account name already exists. Okay, I'll just try this. Now we get to the payment, and we can use these test cards. So it doesn't matter what I type in here. You can just do like this, and then what did I do? Correct any digit, and then subscribe, and now the user should get redirected to the right page. There, perfect. And in Stripe we can also see this one. We can also see here on customers. We see my my orders, and we see that it's paid. So now we can verify that the user actually paid for this, and we see some information about them. Whereas when they see this page, we can't be sure that they actually paid. Yeah. I don't know if there's a lot more we can get done now. It would be nice to fix up all of this, all the design. And also all of this stuff with the database. There's also one more state that I see that is missing, which is the focused state. So the drop down, edit transition, edit version, variant I mean. Getting a bit tired here. And then we go to the focus state. Then we change the border radius to 0. Is there some other states that would be nice to fix? That one is 0. Pressed. We'll fix that one too. Is there any way to prevent the users to navigate to the success page? Not really. So in how we have it is that you actually get to this where you have the user ID, where you need to have the user ID. So we can, in this case, look up the user ID, and with a Stripe integration like this, we can actually check if this user have this a payment record. So we can verify that, hey, this is actually paid, and then we can keep them on the page. If it's not paid according to what we have in the database, then we redirect them somewhere else to probably the cancel page. But you need to have some kind of backend for that to work. I'm not sure if we should do some backend stuff sometime. I think that could be very useful. I'm not sure if we should just go Express or if there's some other solution out there. If someone has any suggestions, I'm very happy to hear about them. But we had a lot of problems with Zapier because they need a lot more information than that we can provide for a showcase like this, or just a hobby test project. We'll just fix up this a little bit. Could be nice to fix the sizes here a little. So we could actually just do that. I think the sizes are exactly the same size in aspect ratio. So we can just set height instead, and then maybe 200. And they're looking a bit better. Probably need to add some more spacing. I'm not sure if I did that. I thought I did. Okay, it seems like I didn't. That's probably way too much spacing, but we can add a max width on this one. Oops, that's way too far away. So I'm not sure what the max width would be here, but I guess we can just test it really quick. So somewhere around there. It's not perfect, but works. So max width. And then they're all the same, and then we can just center it as well. That was the wrong way to center again. But I do want to use that too. Where? Can close this. close the console. I don't need it now. But I guess that's... I would really like to have that mug too. It's so nice. I don't know where you can produce it though. Yeah. If there's any questions regarding the stream or Stripe in general, just write on Discord. I think we have a mail as well that can be found on the website. We also have the forums, which is a perfect place to write. But I guess that's all for me today. I would like to do one more stream in the future, I think. No promises, but more with Zapier and how to handle backend stuff. Yeah, that's me. Is there any questions now on live stream or? No questions? Okay. Well, thank you for watching. More live stream. Yeah, thank you guys. I will disconnect now or stop streaming. When is the next live stream? I can't say right now. I have to check with the team. There's a lot of vacations coming up now this coming month, so I'm not sure. We're probably not gonna be that many staff. Yeah. See you guys on Discord, and have fun and keep noodling. Bye.